I am out on an early morning walk. I have not done that since I came back from Nigeria because it's been way too cold and my body has just not been able to cope with that cold. To attempt to go for any kind of walk, it's just not been possible. So, but now today, it is about 10 degrees. So I'm dressed. You see, I have my walking stick with me as so I'm walking around of my own steam at the minute, but I'm being cautious, obviously, because the conditions are not the same as in Nigeria where it's hot. So I have to be very careful what I do. I'm hoping that it continues to progress because I like the freedom that being able to walk around gives me and being able to do things. So I am really happy that I'm able to do that. I'm taking it very, very, very easy. I'm not pushing. I'm being very, very deliberately cautious and I'm monitoring how I'm feeling. If at any point I feel that it's going to be too much, I will just ease off because I want this to last. But it feels good thus far, and I'm quite happy about that. I'm really quite happy. So yeah, that's what's going on. Morning, morning. So I am just really enjoying this. The fact that I can just walk is nice, and it's fresh to get some fresh air in the morning yourself. Go for a walk. So I wanted to just test this out myself. And of course, please, as you're watching, please share. You're listening to Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. I am still, we're still on a journey of awareness among Africans on the African continent. There is no reason why Africa cannot be totally independent and free and do things to benefit Africans. For too long, our talent, our resources, our land has been used to benefit other continents. And now we need to make sure that our resources, our talent, our people benefits our continent. It's really, really important that we do that because now we are in the age of awareness and we need to make sure that going forward that we raise awareness in our community. And of course, as ever, we support and we salute. Greetings. As you're coming in, please give us a thumbs up, share, like, reach more people. I'm just going for an early walk. Have not been able to go for a walk for quite a few weeks now because I had a cold and the weather's been really, really cold. So I've not been able to do that. But now I'm doing that for the first time in almost 2 weeks. I think, yeah, when I got, yeah, so it's about just over, coming up to 3 weeks now since I got back. So it's a pleasure to be able to go for a walk. I've just gone for a walk to the park. I'm taking it very easy. And I recommend that for part of physical activity, however little you can do a day is something that's obviously welcome. And in my case, that's what I'm doing. I'm hoping this lasts. I don't know how long. I hope it does last. But it feels good thus far. So that's me. I'm still monitoring it. I'm going to go and do further checkups about that. But like I said, I'm taking this opportunity to actually salute Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Gota, General Cheni, and I'll be doing a broadcast later on various platforms, including this one, to talk about the steps we need to take on the African continent. And we need our own social media, we need our own media, independent media on the African continent. We need our own banking system, we need our own security, everything has to be totally independent. The continent itself is on its own, it's apart from other continents, and now we need to ensure that we get the benefit of such things. We should no longer allow for others to dictate to us what we do on the African continent. And we need to encourage our people to be able to reach their true potential on that continent. So that's me. I will always promote and speak on African things. And we are once again calling on all the African leaders, the people that you are doing deals with. Who are they? What's their character? Because what they do and the kind of things that they get involved in, essaying, and PDFs essaying children is not something that is acceptable. It should not be acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And they've also considered us as something that they get to eat and all of that nonsense. We should not accept this nonsense anymore. But anyway, that's my views. Those are my thoughts about it. Yeah, I'm just going for a walk. I can hear the birds. I can feel the breeze in my face, and it feels nice to be able to share this. Like I said, I am still being cautious, you know, and I don't know how long this is going for. I am cautious about it because it's not fully. It's a different feeling than when I'm in the heat. It's a very different feeling, but it's okay. But like I said, I'm cautious, and hopefully, will be more good news about me being able to progress along this road. That's what I'm hoping, because I do want to be able to get on and do things. And of course, as ever, please subscribe to this platform, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth about help us. The more you subscribe, the more it will make it easier for me to be able to go around. I want to go to Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. I want to go there. I want to be able to meet one day Ibrahim Traore. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to meet Assimi Goïta. I want to be able to meet General Chiani. I want to be able to meet them because it would be fantastic to be able to meet them in person and communicate and bring to you updates about the developments going on there. And of course, we salute the AES military that they have now protecting those three countries and ensuring the protection is not only for it's the integrity of that unit that they're creating, the nations, the AES nations, and the land, and also the development. You know, you need to, without having security, you can't have development. Without having security, you cannot have a functioning banking system, a telecom system, any of those things. So it's very, very important for us to be very, very aware and appreciative of the great work that they're doing. And we are calling on all of the African leaders, these people who have been involved in these Epstein files, any deals that you've had with one of them, it should be mandatory that you pull out of it, because they are untrustworthy. They would, if they can do that if they can essay, if PDFs that they are can essay young children, then that tells you what you need to know, that you cannot trust them. Morning, you cannot trust them, and they are not reliable, and they are there to really do us harm. And as I've told you, read a book by Clive Woodward. It's called The Delectable Negro. In 1838, they still eat human beings, I'm afraid. And in fact, one of them, they said the children, when they consume them, they taste like cream cracker. So those are the people those in government in Africa, those are the people that you're dealing with. And we need to be aware of this. And they have been using extortion as a policy, gangsterism, to hold you into, to force you to comply to their bidding. Again, I will talk about the issue of the... Thank you. You're welcome. Morning. So you can see that they have no good intentions for us at all. They have no good intentions for us at all. And we need to be very aware of that. So the African leaders who are not, in line with Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, they need to take note that if you are following this evil bunch of set of people, we're just simply saying, look, you have to be aware. You have to make sure that you do not, in any way, shape, or form, stick to any agreements entered into by people associated with convicted PDFs or pedophile, you should those should automatically be grounds upon which you terminate the contracts entered into by those associated with this Jeffrey Epstein, and it should be it shows that those who you sign contracts with, they are immoral, they are depraved, and they do not merit you getting any contract from you, because they are exploiting our people and they're doing unspeakable things to minors. And really, I want to re-emphasize that point, and I state that again clearly. We must make sure that we continue to speak truth to power at all times. Make sure that we do not in any way, shape, or form accept this injustice. We must speak up. Morning, Adam. Hi. We must make sure that what is going on is that Africa begins to free itself from the bondage. They are intent on exploiting defenseless people and people that they've controlled using extortion, oppression, suppression, racism, bigotry, you name it. The whole 9 yards. So please, if you're watching this broadcast, Citizen AY, help us by subscribing to this platform. Help me grow my platform. I'd like to get to 10,000 followers on this YouTube platform, and to reach more people, we need your support. I will share this later on, and if you're watching this back later on, do me a favor: subscribe, like, hit the notification button, give a thumbs up, help us reach more people. I'll be doing more and more broadcasts on a regular basis on here, and I'll be giving more updates. We'll talk about more things. The central issue right now, I've heard this morning about 50 people have been killed in Zamfara state by the terrorists, and this is in a state in the nation where Nigeria has sort of gone to get some help from the US, and so we have to be aware that the help, what kind of help do we need? The only help that will work for us is the one that we give ourselves. We mustn't rely on those very people who have been sending in this terrorists into our midst to now be the people coming to rescue us. They create the problem and then they provide the solution. And the solution is always just an illusion. So we have to be very aware. It's all about divide and rule. But anyway, I'll come back later on. I'll be doing a live broadcast again later on, either here or on TikTok. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm heading back. I'm just trying to just walk slowly, take it easy, and see how this goes. We'll give you further updates on my program.